Hey y'all, before I get into this video, I want y'all to check out Station Head. It's an app. I'm going to be going over there and doing my own radio show. I'll be able to play music, call you guys on to talk. It's gonna look like the bomb, okay? It's gonna be looking like the bomb. Okay, I'm really excited about it, you guys. So if you have Apple, you should be able to download Station Head from your app store. If you have Android, give it until December, but it will be there. So Trap and Tone Challenge is over and complete, and my husband and I look great. You should check out our little date night vlog on Relax with Blue to see a little bit of the change in his face, because we ain't about to show you his body like that, but y'all see mine, okay? Y'all saw my transformation. I will be joining the next challenge, which starts November 29th. It is Tabata 1 and 2 mixed together. It is 21 days of 2 workouts a day, all right, y'all? I am gonna hit it hard after Thanksgiving, and I cannot wait to see what my end results will be, because I am on this workout journey, honey. All right, so y'all go to teamlashae.com and check that out. Also, don't forget to go to Paige and Amari. Use my link, y'all, so I can get my credit. But go to Paige and Amari. There is a sale going on all of the fitness wear and all of these new cute clothes and jackets that she's put on there. So y'all go and check that out. And y'all don't forget about TLC products. I actually just started taking the sea moss. Oh my God, I'm nervous. I've never taken sea moss before, but it's something that they just started to provide. I heard that it's really good for phlegm and all of that type of stuff. So I am just starting it. I'm on my 2nd day of using it. Haven't noticed anything bad or good so far. You guys let me know if you tried sea moss before. But either way, y'all check out TLC products. It definitely aids and helps in the workout journey. The NutriBurst, I swear by it, okay? So yeah, y'all, get down below in the description box and hit up those links. Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl Bondi Blue, and I am back for another Real Housewives of Potomac review. I want to let y'all know that I will be on Mr. Still Standing, Scotty's channel tonight at 8:30 p.m. Central to have more conversations about Real Housewives of Potomac, and you'll be able to see some other YouTubers and get their opinions as well as mine. So y'all make sure y'all join us for that. Follow Mr. Still Standing, follow Scotty if you don't already. And hopefully I'll have a link. I have a link. No, I have a link to the StreamYard. When I get a link to the actual YouTube video, I will post it on here on YouTube so you guys will see it. So y'all be looking for that, okay? So let's go ahead and get into Real Housewives of Potomac so you can get my opinion only for right now. So Ashley is finishing up her very uncomfortable and annoying conversation with Robin and Giselle about the statement that she is making about Candace to help out Monique. And she's going to tell Candace about it face to face, but she's going to wait until the last day of the trip so that she can just get on the plane and take her ass home, which I think is very smart. The girls still have things to do on the trip, and they want to enjoy it. You don't want all this negative energy. So they go to a natural hot springs that actually wasn't naturally hot at all. The water was very cold, but it was beautiful. So they take pictures, and, you know, Candace sings and dances on rocks and takes beautiful pictures. Y'all, Candace's body, I know she's a little thing, but Candace is in shape. And Candace's body is like amazing. Throughout this entire episode, I was just like, oh my God, Candace, your body is everything. Okay, Lord. Ashley pumps her boobs, okay? And of course, everybody has to be so bothered by it. But either way, the girls sit down and then Candace performs her song, okay, while other people watch on. And they kind of edited like it was a little music video. It was cute. Giselle tells Candace that she's proud of the way she handled Ashley the night before by not going off on her, okay? And we were all proud of the way that Candace handled herself and didn't go off and go for the jugular like she had done, you know, the episode before when Chris was at the table telling her she had to calm the hell down because she was telling Ashley she wouldn't be married for long. It was a lot. So anyway, then they get into Karen because Giselle's ass is messy and thinks she's a producer. So she's asking Candace how she feels about Karen. Does she trust Karen? Candace says that she's looking at Karen a little different. And Giselle says, as you should, as you should. And she says that Karen is trying to make what Monique did okay. And she hasn't said that she was wrong and it's not okay. And I'm just like, I really, really am so tired of hearing Candace, Giselle, or anybody else for that matter say that when Karen has said over and over and over again, we have all said over and over and over again that we feel like Monique is wrong. Where y'all are upset at, and a lot of y'all who disagree with this, is y'all don't like the fact that we feel like Candace also played a part in the fight. Y'all feel like because she didn't get to pull Monique's hair first, because she didn't touch her, okay, they were poking each other back and forth before the hair pulling, okay? And there's even more that happened. But either way, this is a situation where two people engaged in confrontation and got into a fight, and everybody wants to put all of the blame and responsibility on Monique and ignore Candace's part in it. And that is an issue, and that is a problem. And I will continue to feel like you were doing Candace a disservice by allowing her to think that she was in no way, shape, or form out of pocket or wrong for the way she handled herself when they were at that winery, okay? And that's just how I feel about it. I'm not about to keep arguing with nobody about it because I don't care that much. But it's just aggravating that I could see it and everybody else is just, out here like, no, Candace didn't do anything wrong and she was attacked and she is a victim. And I'm just like, y'all can go on ahead with that. And she will continue to be a victim for the rest of her life. I don't want to be nobody's victim, but y'all go ahead and press forward with this mindset that words don't have power, that you can say anything about your mouth to somebody and it's okay. That is not true. What did we learn from Aunt Viv? Words have power. Candace says she doesn't feel the full support of Karen. And I feel like, no, you don't feel Karen ostracizing Monique like the rest of the girls are. But the funny thing about it to me is that I feel like Robin, Giselle is really running it. But Giselle was looking for an opportunity to use something against Monique. This fight with Candace had nothing to do with Wendy. It had nothing to do with Robin. It had nothing to do with Giselle. It had nothing to do with Karen. Like the actual argument and fight had nothing to do with them. Yet everybody has taken a side as if, we're doing the right thing by taking a side. And it's like, are you really doing the right thing when you're ignoring somebody's fault in a situation to the extent that they're going to continue to move in that way to their own detriment? Like, I don't know if I agree with that. I don't agree with that. Like I said, Giselle's ass is instigating and it's just really annoying to me, but whatever. So they go to dinner and Karen is drinking champagne and everybody's like, oh, so I guess she doesn't really have an ulcer. I just feel like people care way too much about shit that don't matter. Like, who cares whether Karen is lying about why she's drinking or not? Like, why does that matter? Why is that a topic of conversation? Why is that something that you want to comment back and forth about? Like, who cares if Karen is drinking or not? Like, whatever. I'm sorry, y'all, but it's just, I was just like, wow, we're talking about this ulcer again? Robin starts asking who sent naked pictures to their men while they're on this trip. And she seems to be the only one, okay? She sent some naked pictures to Juan. I'm like, did it say read and received? Because something tells me he don't give not a googly moogly about seeing you naked in some pictures, but I guess. Then we see Candace take pictures of her boobs in the restaurant with a napkin covering her to send to Chris. And his response was, y'all are so dumb. I guess. Like, it's all sorority, teenage college girl. Oh my God, look at my boobs. Like, it's all that going on with this trip. It's very college, high school centered foolishness going on this episode and on this trip. And it's just kind of like, oh, this was what 40, 30 something year old people do. Pull their titties out in a restaurant. Never mind. The next day, the girls go riding motorcycles and sidecars along the coast. It's beautiful. Also that they can end up getting some more poncha, okay, or pancha, however you pronounce it. But y'all know this is the fruit juice alcoholic beverage that the girls can't get enough of on this trip. And that Lyric is going to find a recipe for it on Google and make for us, okay? So Robin brings out her pictures to everybody for the site for her little embezzled hats. And Karen is not a part of it. Karen doesn't care about being a part of it. And I love that she didn't care. I love that she did not give Robin her moment to make a big deal out of it. Because at the end of the day, like, I really give a shit about the tacky ass hats. Like, I love cats like everybody else. Okay, I really do. And I do think some of them are cute. But all in all, like, shit, nobody cares, Robin. If your business is still popping in 2 years, we'll have a topic of conversation, okay? Because your girl Giselle, she had every hue beauty, and now where is that? Where is that at? Y'all talk so much shit about Karen, You know, y'all even talk shit about Karen at the table. So Karen announces that she has her wig line coming out. First of all, she has a wig line in conjunction with RPG show wigs. Anybody that knows anything about wigs and YouTube knows that RPG show wigs are top notch. Some of the best I have seen on YouTube have been RPG show wigs. They're expensive though. Too expensive for me sometimes. But either way, Karen is doing a line with them. This is amazing. That's built-in promotion with the show. That's built-in clientele with her fans and people who already like RPG show wigs. Like, oh my God, that's amazing, okay? The ladies at the table are haters because you know what they have to say? Oh my God, Karen is always coming out with another business. First it was La Dame and now it's a hair thing. Oh my God, Karen. Okay, girl. I'm like, that's two businesses. And let's also state the facts that La Dame is successful and is in what? Nordstrom's or one of the big stores, but Karen's La Dame fragrance is still out here selling, unlike Every Hue Beauty. So I think it's so funny how people want to shade Karen for her business dealings and practices when they don't have their own shit together. Crazy to me. You should be trying to get some advice from her instead of always trying to shade her because your beef with her is tagged on to Giselle's beef with her. When Karen threw the embezzled hat on the floor and said, "What's next?" and threw the hat on the floor in a confessional with the short wig on, child, I loved every moment of that. That tickled me pink. So the girls go back to the hotel, they refresh themselves, and they get ready for dinner, right? And Giselle, Ashley, and Karen come down first, and they talk about how Giselle is in such a great place with Jamal, and they're best friends. And, you know, it's the great thing about being in a relationship with somebody you're friends with. Y'all always want to talk to each other. That's all we do. We talk to each other every day, all day. I'm like, yeah, but y'all don't see each other. Woo, whatever. I mean, talking means a lot. But I would like to see my man every now and again. I'm just saying. I mean, she said she gave him head 2.5 weeks ago. So I guess she's seeing him enough. Baby, Candace comes to the table in a white 2-piece bathing suit with a little see-through shawl on top. I was like, Candace, honey, you are giving on this trip with the looks, okay? Giving. I was like, damn, Candace, girl. You look good in that 2-piece, girl. Look, I'm sorry, y'all, but that was like some of the best parts of the show for me was Candace's looks. Karen tells them that she's having an event for her wig line, and they ask if Monique will be there, and she says no. We see next week that Monique will be at that event and that she lied to them and told them that Monique wasn't going to be there. And I told y'all that this is what they should have did, and y'all see it's entertainment, right? I'm sorry, I'm tickled that I said they need to have an event and just have her ass pop up and let it be what it is. That's more entertaining than this whole we gonna shut Monique out because Giselle told us to. Because that's really what this is about, if you ask me. This is all from Giselle. It's not even really about Candace. Candace has been used as a tool by Giselle in order to get Monique kicked off the show. So they have this dominatrix party, right, that Ashley and Giselle throw. Giselle, I mean, I feel like when she's trying to dress slutty, it looks better than when she's trying to dress cute. She had on this glittery gold skirt. Then she had on like a polo, and then she had on a jean jacket and white tennis shoes. I was like, so is that supposed to go together? Like, that shit looks so, like, tacky and thrown together to me. I was just like, I understand where you was trying to go, but no to the skirt. Just no. Sometimes jeans, sometimes a cute little skirt, sometimes, you know, like, there are things that are just less that are better. And she had to go over the top and kill it with the tacky. That's it. Killing it with the tacky. But see, at the dominatrix party, she came with the red bustiquela. Everything is sucked and pulled and everything. And Giselle look good, girl. You look thick. Okay, you look like you been eating, girl, in a good way. So the girls join Ashley and Giselle after they finish getting the party all orchestrated. Y'all know Ashley looks good. Ashley just had her baby, but she's in great shape. She looked good, okay? Karen, I just didn't like her outfit. When Karen comes in with her little black leather on, and Wendy had black on, Robin had black on, Robin says she looks like Cruella DeVille, which was shade, and everybody bust out laughing. So Karen is like, well, you look like a $2 hooker on the corner. But did I say anything? I was like, Everybody wasn't ready for the shade, but I enjoyed it. Because I'm like, y'all come at her for no reason all the time. And then when she come back at y'all want to act like, oh my God, Karen, why are you taking it so far? They kind of just laughed over it, which I'm glad that they did, because it was just kind of like, don't start none, won't be none. Leave Karen alone. So there are dildos all over the place covered by eggplant emojis. I'm like, we can't see dildo. I never understood why you couldn't see dildos on TV. They're not real. I know they look like the real thing, but they're not real. And as long as they're not attached to anybody who's naked, I don't see what the big deal is. But I mean, I'm just saying, if you can say dick on national television, I'm trying to understand why you can't see a plastic one. Never mind, anyway. So everybody talks about, you know, who gave head last and all of that. And Karen says, I have not gotten down on my knees in 2.5 years, okay? And I think it's ever since she paid that tax money, because it's like, oh, no, I have paid my way out of slavery. I have just bought my own freedom with helping you with your tax issues, sir. I am not getting on my knees. You get on yours, okay? Child. And I'm sure Karen probably didn't went, he looked like he don't be running to put face in the place. Shout out to Roxanne. And, you know, Forts Rocks on YouTube, if you didn't know. Shout out to her. I love Roxanne. Roxanne, Ashley, everybody that's like, you know, was giving me shout outs while I was going through everything on my channel. I just want to, you know, say why I remember I love y'all. Okay. But anyway, Giselle says that what she knows is that if somebody doesn't, you know, somebody else will. You know, if Karen don't do it, somebody else will. And I was just like, but Giselle. Come on, y'all. But Giselle, these jokes write themselves. I couldn't make this shit up. Giselle. Your man literally cheated on you, y'all whole relationship. Were you not slobbing his knob at that time? Talk to us. Let us know. Because something tells me you were, and you still had baby's head on you in a congregation. Listen, I do feel like sexually we should all be about pleasing our partner. Everybody, if you got a partner, you should be about pleasing your partner and whatever that entails for them. That's why it's important to find people you have great sexual chemistry with, so that, you know, y'all like to do the same stuff, or y'all excite things in one another, whatever, but you don't end up wanting to do something the other person doesn't want to do. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, whatever a woman does with a man will not stop him from cheating. And Giselle, you are the prime example of that. So that wordage coming out of your mouth was just like, oh sis, pull it back. Then we have to hear about Karen's vibrating pillow, because everyone wants to talk about how much they masturbate. You know, not as much as I should, you know, not nearly as much as I should. To me, what that means is I should be masturbating more because I'm having longer breaks in between actual sex. That's what that sounds like to me. So then there's, you know, drinking and dancing. Robin and Ashley rubbed their breasts together, which turned me on. Then Candace was crawling all over the place. And listen, I didn't say nothing about Candace's outfit when she came in, but Candace's dominatrix outfit with the kitty hat and the mask and the skirt with the butt out, I was just like, Candace, don't come around me like that. You couldn't have been crawling all over me like you was doing Karen, and then that would have been it. It'd have been a Real Housewives of Atlanta bachelorette party in that bitch if it was me. I'm sorry. You can't look like that and then, you know, be all over me like that. It'll go down in a different way than you was expecting. You'd have to FaceTime Chris and ask for permission because, listen, she look good though. But there's some, you know, ass slapping, and Ashley tells them about all the times that she and Michael had threesomes from concerts. You go to a concert, you're feeling a vibe, you're on X, you see a girl, she's on X, she comes over, you guys kiss, she puts her hands in Ashley's pants, and then she, you know, goes home with them. And Wendy's like, I would just be thinking, her dirty hands next to my vagina. I'm like, see, that's why you not a good time girl. That's why you ain't the one to take. Okay? That's why you ain't the one, okay? This is something I enjoy about Ashley. Her free spirit. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just got to be about the moment. Robin decides that this is the time to point out that, you know, this is the first time there hasn't been any tension in the group. You know, any real tension in the group. And I was just like, so, Robin, are you trying to say that because Monique isn't there, there isn't any tension? Is that what you're saying? Because you were called a $2 hoe as soon as this scene started. So I was just kind of like, you're doing a lot right now, Robin. No, okay? Stop it. Yes, y'all are having a good time, but that's only because things haven't been said, okay? i.e. Ashley, now taking the stage to tell everybody about her doing Monique a solid and, giving a statement about Candace. Ashley said, listen, I am worried about Monique and what this will mean for her family. I don't want her to go to jail, and I don't think this will hurt you, Candace. So I'm doing this for my friend. It's not to hurt you. Wendy jumps in and says it's character assassination. Ashley says that this will not hurt Candace. Wendy says it will weaken her case. Okay, it's to prove that Candace has a temperament for someone to be physical with her. And I'm just like, you think you're so smart, but you're saying exactly what the hell it is, Wendy. That's exactly what it is. And in all honesty, it is the truth. Nobody's lying. Nobody's making anything up. Nobody's pulling anything out of their ass in this statement. Okay? The truth of the matter is, Candace does act in a way and has a temperament that might make somebody want to get physical with her. That is the truth. But y'all don't want Monique to prove that. Monique is supposed to lay down and take it. Yeah, no, I don't agree with that. And it has nothing to do with my liking for her. Once somebody takes something to court, then now it's in the court system. And now I'm going to do everything legally that I can do to get myself out of this situation. Like, what are we talking about here? Like, everybody wants to talk about how Joe Biden and Kamala Harris got everybody locked up for nothing in the 90s, but y'all are on here okay with Monique going to jail for however many years that Candace is okay with, all for a little hair pull and a pop that you engaged in? Yeah, no. Y'all can go straight to hell with that logic, and I said it. Candace starts to go in about how Monique is playing Ashley, and she's not really your friend, and she talks shit to me about you. And it's like, none of that even matters at this point, because in real life, when Ashley needed Monique to get rid of the tapes of the ass grabbage, she did it. Okay? She did it. And it might have been long game. They may not really be real friends, but who the hell cares at this point? I don't think you're really friends with Giselle, and Giselle is having your back no matter what. You know why? Because she has a dog in this fight. And I think it's so funny that Wendy wants to point out how Ashley is so messed up for using this opportunity to get back at Candace. What the hell is Giselle doing? What is Giselle doing? And Wendy, what are you doing by caring so much about something that didn't have nothing to do with you? What are you doing? Trying to take somebody's spot on a reality show? Trying to ensure that you have a champagne glass? Oh, okay. I mean, look, it's all fair and love and war, bitch. It is what it is. Robin, being the snake that she is, further makes this situation worse by saying that Ashley said it was revenge. And Ashley was like, I never said the word revenge. She was like, well, you said that you and Candace are even now. And she was like, well, yeah. Whatever you want to call it, bitch, it is what it is. I did it. It's done. Wendy says that's some snake shit. That's up. I'm just like, Wendy, miss me. Miss me with the grandstanding, bitch. I'm so tired of you with that. Then Giselle, you said that? Shut up, Giselle. You was there for the conversation. Candace cries because that's what she does and plays the victim. And, I'm just going through a really hard time with this. I've had to get on medication. And girl, you was on medication already. You was on medication already, sis. Like, don't make it seem like Monique has been to the center of all your issues all your life. Child, that's Dorothy. Don't put that on Monique. Y'all got into a fight, yes. Fights can be traumatic. I get it. You feel a little bad after until you shake the negative energy of it all. But ultimately, you crying about how she never came back to apologize to you and then she got online and lied about it. What did she lie about exactly? When she wasn't sure about the chain of events. So Monique lied about who was to blame for the fight initially in the press. Is that correct? Okay. So what was she going to do when the tape came out? Like, I'm telling y'all, I don't think it makes sense in a smart person's mind to lie about something that's eventually going to get put on national television. But you know what? Whatever, Candace, okay? It doesn't even matter. I think it's hilarious that you get mad at Monique for getting online and saying, yeah, I whipped that ass, so what? But you can drag Ashley and everybody else on social media for dear God, okay? All right? I just kind of feel like if you are going to dish it, you need to be willing to take it and all of this crying. And I would have never done this to someone. Girl, what? Yes, you would. Yes, you would. What are you talking about? If you could actually fight, you would. But since you can't fight, and you probably grew up going to private schools where you have to fight with your words and not physically because you'll get put out of the school, which is different from public schools where you can get into a physical altercation with somebody without getting kicked out of the damn school. Just because y'all have grown up different does not mean that you handling things that much differently from Monique just because you didn't put your hands on somebody. Wishing death on people and then they actually dying is worse than putting your hands on somebody to me. But y'all can go ahead and act like it's not. That's fine. You can come back from a fight. Once somebody is dead and gone, that's it. But go ahead. Go ahead and go off in the comments. I know y'all gonna do it. When that conversation with Ashley was over, Karen was like, I told Monique to apologize, you know? And Candace was like, you shouldn't have to tell a grown woman to apologize. I'm like, the way they had to tell you to apologize to Ashley? I was just like, the hypocrisy in this conversation is killing me. And I didn't like that they did that. I didn't like that they did that. Karen says that there are some things that you guys don't know. And they're like, what could we possibly not know about the fight? Karen says in a confessional, because she wouldn't say it amongst them, that Monique showed her the court filings. And a part of the court filings was Candace saying that she released her drink on Monique in self-defense. And Karen is like, y'all both played a part. I think what Karen feels like is like, you know, you threw the drink before she pulled your hair or whatever the situation is. But Karen sees it as y'all both played a part. It wasn't even just the drink throwing. Candace admitted during the therapy session that she had poked Monique at the same time that Giselle pulled her. I just still feel like, I know everybody wants to back away from it and look at it from, you know, the purview of, oh, but Monique was messing with Candace the whole time and da-da-da-da-da. At the end of the day, this is a reality show. They had beef. That does not mean that Candace is absolved from her fault in the physical altercation when we both been drinking, getting each other face talk shit, and then we end up getting into a fight. Like, that's just what it is. That's just what it is. If this was two drunken white boys on Bourbon Street, if they actually got arrested, both of them would go to jail, not just one. Where do y'all get this logic from? But either way, this statement makes Karen feel like it is definitely, you know, both of them, okay? And I think it's funny because Giselle said that too. Giselle was like, both of them were wrong, but Monique was wrong. And I think Karen is rolling with the wrong side on this one. The fact that y'all have made it sides when you said that both of them were wrong is an issue for me, because I feel like instead of bringing them together and having both of them talk about what their separate issues are, which y'all really could have done, because acting like Candace didn't do anything wrong is just setting Candace up to get in more trouble at the end of the season, because y'all have now bolstered her confidence in the way she goes at people. But they jump on Karen. Karen don't care. She said what she said. And her prayers are going up. So Ashley and Candace both go talk to their men on the phone. And Candace is mad about what Ashley is doing. She tells Chris. Chris is like, oh, you mean the same Ashley and Michael who Monique was talking shit about, saying that she wasn't really friends with them and all that? I'm like, well, she was out here throwing videotapes out for her. So it had to be some friendship at some point. I don't know when that conversation took place, but we all know they had beef and then they got to a better place at some point. I don't know when that conversation happened, Candace and Chris, but I feel like y'all bringing up old shit, okay, trying to make it seem like, oh, Monique was a fake friend to Ashley. And it's like, well, I don't really see that. But if that's the case, this is a reality show. It's a reality show. I don't know what people expect, you know, from the friendships on a reality show. But either way, I really, really want Candace to stop condemning Karen for not taking her side and being neutral, just because the other girls don't know how to be neutral. Ultimately, Chris tells Candace to focus on everybody else who is supporting her, which is everybody except for Karen. And Karen is supporting her because Karen still shows up for her. And I just think you don't like the fact that she didn't choose your side. Honestly, I feel like nobody should have chose a side that didn't have anything to do with the fight. I feel like everybody should have been neutral. Everybody should have recognized both parties' issue in the situation. And everybody should have had their little, you know, conversation and let it be that. If we wanted to have Monique off for a few more episodes because she took it to the hair flip first, whatever. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Like, take her off the few episodes, fine. But they're not going to fire her. So it is what it is. I'm so glad that Andy and them said that they're not firing anybody, because I feel like I don't like how y'all were trying to get Monique fired from the show. I really don't like that, because I feel like that's some foolishness. It's foolishness. trying to take away somebody's check. You know what I'm saying? I ain't take away somebody's check. It's reality TV. I should get a bigger check when I beat somebody. Y'all gonna be mad at me for saying that. I'm just joking. I don't really feel like that. I feel like Monique should have got her, her little hand slapped for what happened. But I also feel like somebody at some point should have sat down with Candace and said, nah, girl, when you did this, and this, that wasn't the way to go, right? You knew you was wrong at those moments, right? Yeah, she was wrong when she did this, and this, but you was wrong when you did this, and that. I don't understand why we can't do that. I don't understand why it has to be one side or the other. I don't get that. But either way, Candace gave me life this episode, anyway. She did, child, Lord. But that was Real Housewives with Potomac. Can't wait for the reunion, y'all, okay? Cannot wait for the reunion. But anyway, like, comment, subscribe, share it. Please share it. Tell people to subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to reach 100,000. I will see y'all in the next one, okay?